Hey there, pilots! This is Dauntless Sam, and today we'll be looking at the history of the Mitsubishi F1M and its flight characteristics in War Thunder. The Mitsubishi F1M was a Japanese reconnaissance float plane of World War II. It was the last biplane type of the Imperial Japanese Navy, with 1,118 built between 1936 and 1944. The Navy designation was Type 0 Observation Seaplane, not to be confused with the Type 0 Carrier Fighter or the Type 0 Reconnaissance Seaplane. The F1M1 was powered by the Nakajima Hikari Mark I radial engine, delivering 820 horsepower, a maximum speed of 368 km per hour, and an operating range of up to 1,072 kilometers. It provided the Imperial Japanese Navy with a very versatile operations platform. The F1M was armed with a maximum of 3 7.7mm machine guns, with provisions for 2 60-kilogram bombs. The F1M was originally built as a catapult-launched reconnaissance float plane specializing in gunnery spotting. The Pete, as Allied forces called it, took on a number of local roles, including area defense fighter, convoy escort, bomber, anti-submarine, maritime patrol, rescue, and transport. The type fought dogfights in the Aleutians, the Solomons, and several other theaters, and in the New Guinea front was often used in aerial combat with Allied bombers and Allied fighters. Roughly equivalent to the American Curtiss SOC Seagull observation float biplane, the smaller Mitsubishi F1M was of more compact and neater design, its development starting about 2 years later in 1934. First flown in June of 1936, the F1M1 embodied all the efforts of its designers to achieve an exceptionally clean aerodynamic shape, including low-drag float mountings, single interplane struts, and all-metal construction, only the control surfaces being fabric-covered. The early aircraft displayed poor water handling and a lack of in-flight directional stability, but after fairly extensive alterations, the production F1M2 emerged as a thoroughly efficient aircraft acceptable in all respects. Initial production by Mitsubishi, which got underway in 1938, amounted to 524 aircraft before it was transferred to the 21st Naval Air Arsenal, where a further 590 were built. In due course, the F1M2 equipped all but one of the K-Maru and S-Maru classes of converted merchant seaplane tenders, as well as numerous battleships and cruisers of the Imperial Japanese Navy. Codenamed Pete by the Allies, F1M2s were present at the Battle of Midway, 2 aircraft being launched from the battleship Kirishima. The giant super battleships Musashi and Yamato each carried several Petes to spot for their 460mm main gun armament at the time of the Marianas battles, but none was used in earnest. Instead, the Musashi succumbed to American bombs and torpedoes in the Siuban Sea, and the Yamato, bent on a suicide mission to Okinawa, followed her to the bottom on April 7, 1945. Nonetheless, Pete seaplanes were widely used throughout the Pacific War, accompanying every seaborne landing by Japanese forces, providing gunnery spotting during preliminary bombardment by supporting warships and subsequently serving as covering fighters. It was also flown on convoy escort duties, with the many supply convoys sailed by the Japanese during the mid-war period. In the last stages of the war, the type was committed to the unequal task of defending the Japanese homeland from the devastating American air raids, serving alongside other seaplane fighters in 1945. In War Thunder, there's one variant of the F1M2. It is a Rank 1 battle rating 1.0 hydroplane. It has a maximum speed of 412 km per hour, a turn time of 17 seconds, and a rate of climb of 13.6 meters per second. It is armed with 2 7.7mm Type 97 machine guns with 1,000 rounds and one rear-facing 7.7mm Type 97 machine gun turret with 582 rounds. It is also equipped with 2 60-kilogram Type 97 No. 6 ground bombs. The F1M2 is a nimble aircraft but is slow by biplane standards. don't expect to do too much damage, but your rear gunner can be helpful at times. I hope that this information has proved helpful. If you liked the video, please do like the video. If you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you think anyone else would be interested in this video, don't be afraid to share it. This is Dauntless Sam. Thanks for watching.